So, heroes. They're pretty hot, but maybe they're a bit too uptight for you. You want to live dangerously. What's life without worrying you're gonna get arrested or killed? So let's take a look at the top 10 sexiest supervillains. I'm Sasha Wood, and let's get started. And I don't want to hear any of, they're a murderer. You clicked on sexy supervillains. These people are bad. You knew what you were getting into. Number 10. The Baroness. She has the best of both worlds going on. Sexy leather-clad assassin and librarian glasses. No longer must you choose between these two so often contradicting looks. No, now you can revel in someone so confident in their abilities they will wear their glasses into the field of combat. Now that's hot, because confidence is sexy, and so is skin-tight leather, until you have to take it off. Then it's difficult and gross. Number 9. The Enchantress. The Marvel one, not the Suicide Squad one. The Enchantress is a Thor villain named Amora, wearing the signature green of Marvel villains. Seriously, look into it. Green is very evil in that universe for the most part. She is a powerful sorceress, and fans have just been clamoring, waiting to see her on screen. We need some good magical villainy. Aside from Loki, I mean. She's a seductress who can also weave a spell. The Enchantress can hold her own and keep herself safe, as well as stand on equal footing with trickster god Loki. She's not to be trusted, but if you can worm your way into her good graces, you'll see some truly magical things. Number 8. Killer Frost. Now, Killer Frost has always been an ice queen, but she's getting a huge boost in popularity thanks to the Flash TV show. There's something about trying to thaw through that cold exterior to get to the cold burn underneath. She's dangerous, cold to the touch, but with hidden depths. Also ice powers, which are incredibly useful in combat and theft scenarios. That blue on blue ice queen color scheme, it's chilly in all the right ways. Alright, so as always, it's proving impossible to do these lists without sounding like a pervert. So let's move on. Number 7. Sinestro. Let's get some alien representation on this list, and also some mustache representation. Do you like people so tightly wound they use their authority to subjugate their entire planet? Well then, Sinestro is the man for you. If you're prepared to dominate and rule by fear, then get ready to go on a full intergalactic adventure full of suppression and fighting, mostly Green Lanterns and mostly Hal Jordan. And also get ready to ignore that bizarre near-sexual tension writers have started placing between them. Number 6. Lex Luthor. So he's got power, strong moral convictions, and a sexy bald head. Look, bald men need love too. I watched Smallville and Lex was hella cute on that, and I'm still in love with Patrick Stewart. But back to Lex. He's a genius who could really improve the status of the world if he wasn't so obsessed with his hatred for Superman. He's a schemer who always knows how to come out on top. So if you're gonna be with him, you're gonna have to bring your A game, because he's not gonna save you. You're gonna have to be equals being with Lex. This would keep you on your toes. So if you like constantly being challenged and hoping not to be stabbed in the back, then Lex is the man for you. I mean, Lois dated him and she's still alive. Number 5. Catwoman. She is iconic, though not exactly up in the top tier of villainy. In fact, she sometimes falls into a gray area. However, she's always a thief, so she can fall into this category. While Poison Ivy is a femme fatale who will kill, Catwoman is one you have a chance with. Yes, she's dangerous and alluring, but also genuinely flirtatious and with a potential for kindness and compassion. She's been played by a slew of alluring actresses, which has added to her appeal for the public, and people are also really attracted to her will they won't they relationship with Batman. She's independent, and rumor has it she has 9 lives, and she is definitely a fan favorite when it comes to sex appeal.
Meow.
Number 4. Cheetah. This Wonder Woman villain has undergone many different redesigns over the years, but one thing has remained the same: cheetah print. Oh, all the cheetah print. Nowadays, she's a full-on Catwoman, bent on taking down the Amazon. She's had a myriad of costumes, or is also drawn in some Mystique styles of nudity, i.e. naked but not fully because fur or strategic lines. She's wild and feral, which will let many people let their imaginations run wild, dangerous and skilled, and extremely paired with Wonder Woman. So if you have a slight furry fetish, just enjoy cats, or want to look at some sapphic fan art, there are many reasons to check out Cheetah. Number 3. Magneto. So what's sexier than a man completely dedicated to his ideals? Why, a silver fox with a sexy accent, of course. Confession time. I've had a crush on Magneto since the 90s cartoon, and I feel no shame.
Fools! Do you think robots can resist the master of magnetism?
The interplay between Xavier and Magneto is interesting since both have valid points and are coming from stances one can identify with. There are actually some who think Magneto's actions are completely justified, so his stories are interesting to read and ponder. On top of that, how many men or anybody can pull off the color scheme of his costume? And for those who like real portrayals, you have Michael Fassbender and Sir Ian McKellen. I'm just saying, there's a lot of Magneto out there to go around. Number 2. Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy is considered by many to be iconic because of her sex appeal. It is an aspect of her character that has been present from her base design, even though there is definitely much more to her. Poison Ivy is the quintessential femme fatale. Look but don't touch. She's desirable but deadly. And for those who are easily titillated by matters of sexuality, also bisexual. Poison Ivy is considered so sexy, the showrunners and writers of Gotham decided to age up the character so they could sexualize her without it being creepy. But it still is. Be that as it may, many people are always excited to see Poison Ivy.
Nature always wins. Will he ever learn?
And number 1, the Joker. Now this might seem like an odd one, but if you hang out online at all, you know the Joker has fangirls out there even more dedicated to him than Harley Quinn. It's not always about appearance, although the Joker has had some pretty attractive incarnations, especially in the comics. For many, it's more about what the Joker represents. Complete and total freedom, anarchy, obsession, and saying no to society and living by one's own rules. While of course also maintaining a flamboyant and fantastic fashion sense. The Harley Quinn element only added fuel to this fire as it added an us against the world element that could be placed upon the character, which many found appealing. The Clown Prince of Crime may be reprehensible, but that doesn't mean that people find him undesirable. So those were the top 10 sexiest supervillains. Like the heroes who came before them, everybody has their own metrics for sexy, and supervillains are actually all drawn pretty attractive in comics. The whole evil equals ugly mentality is very much out of vogue. So share the villains you think are the sexiest down below, feel free to make fun of my taste as well, and as always leave suggestions down there too. I'm Sasha Wood, thanks so much for watching Top 10 Nerd. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that bell notification so you never miss another nerdy list. See you guys.